Hey guys, what is going on? It is Ando, and today we're going to talk about GAC. Now, we've been doing this sort of meta minute or meta report or whatever you want to call it, but I wanted to do this one. I know we're on week 3, but this is a big deal because we got Stranger, and we knew that Stranger was going to be very, very important. We knew that he was also going to be very meta shifting, and that's what this whole series was always about. So, without any further ado, I want to do a few teams that have caught my eye a little bit, and so that way you guys have the information going into the last week of GAC. So let's first talk about Pirate King Hondo. Now we can toggle this back over to attacking GL. You can see here, so long as you have an attacking GL, and I bet this is skewed a little bit towards the negative side. But it's so long as you basically have SLKR, right? If we just had, instead of having attacking GL, we just said if as long as you have SLKR, I bet that this percentage would actually go up quite a bit. But again, no cleanups here. You're gonna get a decent percentage, right? You can see 80, 89%, whatever. And the thing that I want to include is that this is without Quiggold. So Quiggold is kind of an interesting one because he's not really the natural fit there, but he actually does provide quite a bit of value. We can go over here and see now that I've just put Quiggle only, no Vayne. You can see here it drops that percentage quite a bit, right? Like you're looking at about a 9-point drop, even with GLs, right? And then without GLs, it's pretty much the same. Like there's still it still kind of holds that same buffer, right? So we are at 58% here with Vayne as the tank, and then you're at 53% here with Quiggle as the tank. Now there is the double tank variant, but that is what people are running. So I see a lot of people still running Vayne. Make sure if you guys really are trying to kind of box out some of these counters that you guys are going to move into a Quiggle setup, right? A Quiggle character or team composition. I will also say that one of the better counters has been Ufus. I've been running it since week 1. I had a video all prepped up for it, but I didn't release it actually because I knew Stranger was going to change some things, and I didn't want people to start counting on this counter and then have to bring it all back to square one. Well, unfortunately, it looks like we're going to have to bring it all back to square one because, again, the same sort of loadout as we had before, no cleanups, right? I just want to show you guys though what the difference maker of one character is doing right now. So in this one right here, we have Stranger leading any team that just doesn't have Barris as the Jedi. So that includes GK, that includes Old Ben, that includes Ezra, right? So there's quite a few different categories here. And you can see that the overall is 48%. I will say this, it's hard, right? I haven't included any Omicrons. There might be some non-Omicrons. There might only be 1 or 2 or 3, whatever the case is. So I'm assuming those Omicrons will start to skew stats a little bit. But just know that if you have a Stranger, it is so far holding about 50% of the time. And then so long as you put in Barris as your Jedi, you are getting down to the 26%. So you're holding 75% of the time. Now, part of this is, of course, that Barris has a very good datacron. That is absolutely true. But and I know what people are going to say. Well, Barris with my Rey is really, really good. Yes, absolutely. It is really good. I guess with this one, I should say that without a GL here to give it's 45 to 26. But even with Barris and allowing GLs, right? This stays at the 48 and this goes up to 33. So what are our best options now against Barris or Stranger with Barris? Well, it looks like Jedi Master Mace Windu. Now, I know a lot of us have been holding off, on putting Jedi Master Mace Windu on defense, And I will say this doesn't even look like a great counter, right? At 41%, I wouldn't necessarily call this our knight in shining armor kind of thing, right? So, but that just something for you guys to think of. So maybe start to bring Jedi Master Mace Windu off of defense, use them for attack, because this is probably going to get placed on you, especially if you're in the higher leagues, right? This is for all of Kyber. I will also say this. One of the things when we're looking at, Barris, what counters, or what kind of really limits who is really good here. I think the next most important one is Visas, right? Visas versus Cal, right? So with Visas, you have a 35% chance in there whenever she's in there. But when you put Cal in there, you immediately drop it down to 24%. So I say that again with understanding that people are placing a team that doesn't like to be killed by UFUs in Pirate King Hondo's team now with Quiggle, and also you're going to be weakening that UFU Malicos team because you're taking away Starkiller, you're taking away you should at least think about taking away Cal Kestis, because it definitely lowers that percentage again. So just want to give you guys some thoughts on GAC right now as you guys prepare for your defenses and stuff like that. Hope you guys find this helpful. And thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.